Oh, baby. Your boy is back again. Your boy is back again. What's up, guys? If you're new here, my name is Sean. The streets call me Color Me Fresh. What do you do when somebody asks you to put the greatest X-Men of all time on a sneaker? Yeah, I said it. But for real though, Gambit is easily in my top 3, going with Nightcrawler and of course Wolverine. You guys let me know down below in the comments who are your favorite X-Men. Ooh, we got a box. Wanna know what's in the box? Wanna know what's in the box? So today's sneaker of choice is a Dunk. Now I do not think this is an SB. Is it? No, I mean this is the first time I've looked at it, and just by looking at it so far, the only thing I can really notice that can present a problem is this right here on the heel. But I can just paint over that easily, but I just hope it doesn't stick out through the paint. But other than that, it seems like a good leather shoe. I really like the smooth leather. So, you know, yeah. So, you guys know what's next. Now, I was going to throw these cards at my camera, but, you know, dope transitions like that don't ever work out properly for your boy. Therefore, I'm not even going to play myself. So, Shazam! So, prep work is essential. That's the meat and potatoes of the shoe. You know, without a good foundation, the sneakers ain't gonna last very long, especially if you're making a wearable shoe. So with me, I usually start off with taping my outsoles first, especially if I have a colored sneaker like I do here with the black. I don't want the black dye, paint, leather color, whatever you want to call it, to get on the white outsole. So I start with my vinyl tape first, then I go into acetoning. What I do is I put my cotton balls in a bowl, as you can see, and I put acetone on top. I just squeeze out the excess. To me, that's a lot quicker than me going to each cotton ball and applying it with the acetone and then wiping it on the shoe. I rather just put it in the bowl, squeeze out what I don't need, and bada bing, bada boom. After I have my stuff prepped, ready to go, I typically start with my base coats first. I paint all my base coats normally before I do any kind of character work or detail. You have to think of your shoe and your art in like layers, right? Like what's going to be on top. Usually small details and things like that are done last because that usually sits above all the other paint. And so I usually get my base coats down first, like I said, because I like to see like how the colors actually look together, whether if a color is too saturated or too bright, or if I have to, you know, adjust hues, values, whatever the case may be. And from there, I tend to do my sketches. As you can see, this is a rough sketch. And also, I kind of did the little pinpoint tracing method that I mentioned in my other video. If you have not checked that out, I will have a link of that above. It's a video talking about different ways and methods that you can put your characters on the shoes. And so if you kind of want an idea of what I'm talking about, you can check that video out. Or if you're new and you kind of want to figure out ways to get characters on your shoes, it's a good video for you to watch as well. What I'm doing now is the side of Gambit's pants have like these little pink rectangles, and that's what I'm gonna put here. If you ever dealt with neon colors, you know they're a pain to paint. I prefer just to airbrush those colors, but before I do airbrush, I kind of get a base coat or two of the neon color down first, then I hit it with the airbrush. And so that's what we're going to do next. So let's go down to the garage, ladies and gentlemen, and check out this airbrush action. Oh, hold on, let me check my Palm Pilot. 30 degrees, oh no sir, not on duty, not on duty. Let me go ahead and let you back down there, kind sir. Now I moved my airbrush to the garage because it being in the room was getting tight on space one, and I felt like I was getting lazier because I was just rolling around everywhere in my chair, you know, riding dirty. Now, as you can see, I'm straining my paint. I recommend you strain your paint, especially if you're using an airbrush. These are little cheap paper strainers. You can get it from any hardware store, but I get mine off of Amazon. Why? Because Amazon literally has everything. So I will have a link of this product in the description down below. So now I'm ready to place my stencils. I place the rectangle stencils down, paint around it with the black, and when I remove it, I'm gonna have the little pink rectangles. We're getting to the character work now. I typically start with all my flats first. So all the base colors, where it's the skin tone, the jacket and all that. Then I'll usually like mark off my shadows and highlights and I'll paint those in. You know, the style of like Western style comics, the shading is different than like anime. They use a lot of black in the shading. And so I try to stay true to that. So the reference image I was using had a lot of black in the shadows, but I added it a bit more just for my own touch. So yeah. Now I didn't remove the swoosh on this pair like I normally do. I also didn't do custom tongue tags on this pair either. I just did the artwork on the swoosh to kind of just add to it. Now majority of the shoes are done, but there are a couple of things left to do. And one of those things, ladies and gentlemen, is what I'm calling an edge up. What an edge up is, folks, is you just painting your edges. It's no different than when you go to a barber shop. You know, haircut is cool, but it doesn't come together until you get that fresh edge up, until you get that fresh line up. Edge up alone will cause you from being a zero, turning you into a hero. And with custom shoes, it's no different. If you don't paint your edges and it's noticeable, it's going to ruin the entire design. So paint your edges. And you guys heard it here first. Color me fresh. Hashtag edge up 2022. I am dyeing the laces on these, not the sock liner, but if you are dyeing the sock liner or the laces, you want to mix in too soft. You can either mix in too soft or GAC 900, either one works. It's essentially the same thing. You want to go a 1-to-1 ratio. Now, when you're doing your laces, majority of the time I'll use like a Ziploc baggie, but I'm going to be quite honest, I was rather lazy this time. I did not feel like going back downstairs, so I was just kind of messy and just put in the little, what, I think there's a 4-ounce cup, 2-ounce cup, whatever ounce cup this is. I will leave a link of it in the description. And then of course, when you're using too soft or GAC 900, you need to heat set it. So I have my heat gun here. And you know, bada bing, bada boom. Now the only thing left to do before we look at the shoes is to apply the top coat. I primarily use liquid kicks, as you can see here, but another good top coat that a lot of people have been talking about is the Angelus 4 coat. Now I had a box of this sitting in the garage and I forgot that I had it, but after seeing a lot of people use it and review it, I think I'm gonna give it a try on my next pair. I primarily airbrush my top coats on. You can also use a paintbrush. Whatever works for you, use that. So those are the kicks, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you thought of them in the comments down below. I know a couple of you guys are also going to cook me in the comments down below for my jig at the beginning of the video. But your boy felt good after recovering from being sick. Like I said, I will have links of the majority of the products I use down below in the description. I also have links of my socials if you want to check that out. If you're new here, do your boy a favor, save a baby kitten, hit the subscribe button one time. Till the next video, ladies and gents, appreciate you. Peace.